Good morning children, welcome to social class. Today I am going to start the next lesson of your class, that is oceans and fishing. So what lesson I am going to start today? That is oceans and fishing, that is fourth unit in your class. So first of all, we should know that what is meant by oceans and what is meant by fishing. Actually, oceans means the large extension of water body, that separate between one country to other country, one continent to other continent is called a ocean. So one more time I will explain that. She is called as Asian continent, and here we have the African continent. So here is we have that North America and South America. So between North America and South America, here we have the Pacific Ocean, and here also we have that African Ocean. And here you can say that Asia, Europe, imagine this is called as North America, this is called as South America, and this one is Europe, and this one is Africa, and this one is Asia, and here is Australia. Thing is, imagine here we have the country that is India. We know that down of India we have the Indian Ocean, and here between South America and also the Africa we have the Pacific Ocean, and this is the water body, is called as large extension of water body that separates between one continent to other continent. This is a one continent, this is an also other continent. These two continents were separated by a ocean, that is Pacific Ocean. Similarly, here also we have the Asia and we have the Africa. This is called as the ocean of Indian Ocean. Clear? So, what is meant by ocean? Large extension of water body between one continent to other continent. So this is an ocean which separates that one continent and other continent. That is called as ocean. Next, what is meant by sea? Sea means a large extension of water body, but these seas cannot separate one continent and other continent. The seas you can form between one country to other country also. The sea is also having the saline water. Oceans are also having the saline water. The difference between sea and oceans was, sea was the small area and small seas. Oceans means having the large in area, big in size. So one more time, large extension of water body is called a sea. Oceans means large extension of water body. It separates between one continent to other continent is called as ocean. The sea never separates between one continent and other continent, but oceans can separate between one continent to other continent. That is called as ocean. So one more time, what is meant by ocean and what is meant by a sea? Ocean is the large extension of water body which separates between one continent to other continent. That is ocean. Large extension of water body, but this one cannot separate between one continent and other continent. Sometimes this seas can separate between one country to other country also. That is called a sea. But both sea and oceans are consisting with the salt water only. Clear or no? Now come to that. What is the uses of oceans? The uses of oceans was Oceans are using for international trade, or else called as international business is possible through the oceans. Without oceans, we cannot export and import goods between one continent to other continent also. For the purpose of international business, and also this is called as the bowl of seafood. So we found a lot of seafood like fishes, prawns, and some different type of seafoods will get from the oceans only. And also petroleum, diesel and gas, natural gas can found from the region of ocean beds. And also it's very good for tourism also. Tourism development is also possible through the oceans. Nowadays the scientist is also making power supply by using the ocean waves. This is also one. And also the poles, the roofs, they can found from the oceans only. So these are some different type of uses of oceans. So one more time, one is international business, and seafood can found from the oceans, and also power supply nowadays it is also by using the ocean's waves. Natural gas also can found from the oceans. Next one is, that's the definition of oceans. And the globe covers with 71% of the globe covers with the water, and 29% of the globe covers with the land. It means the maximum globe occupies with the water. Because of that factor, the globe looks like a blue in color. But the complete globe, out of 100%, 71% of the globe covers with the water, 29% is the land. Even in the 71%, 97.25% of the globe, the water is saline water. Saline in the sense of salty water. Clear? So what you learn now? What is ocean? And one more is, what is the uses of oceans, and the definition of ocean and also the sea. Now we are going to be learn that what is meant by ocean's relief. Relief are physical features of ocean. See that? Imagine this is called as ocean from starting here to the last. Clear? And here we found a beach. It means a land to sea. Starts with the land to sea. Here also start with the land to sea. Actually, the relief of the ocean divided into four. One is called as continental shelf, continental slope, and deep sea plain. The last one is trench, otherwise called as oceanic trench. This one that occupies that 7.6% of the ocean. This one is 15% of the ocean. This one is 76. The last one is 1.2% only. Come to that, what is this? Before of knowing the oceanic trench, we should know that how many oceans we have that. Totally we have that according to your textbook 4 oceans, but actually we have that 5 oceans. There's a confusion with the last one, that you can say that Antarctic Ocean or Southern Ocean, because this ocean is always covers with the ice instead of water. Now first and the biggest ocean is the Pacific Ocean. So how many oceans we have that? 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, and these are the 5. So one more time I will write here: the Pacific, Indian, Arctic, Atlantic, and Antarctic or Southern Ocean. How many oceans we have that? P stands for Pacific Ocean, IN stands for Indian Ocean, AR stands for Arctic Ocean, ATL stands for Atlantic Ocean, and finally Antarctic or Southern Ocean. How many oceans we have there? Pacific, Indian, Arctic, Atlantic, Antarctic or Southern Oceans. These are the 5 oceans. How the bed of ocean? You know, we are seeing that the land covers with biggest trees, buildings, mountains, and how we are seeing on the earth. Similarly, the same thing can found in the inside of the ocean also. But inside we cannot form this much of biggest trees because it cannot live in the oceans. But how we have that mountains, plains, plateaus, similarly we can form the same thing in the region of oceans also. This is a physical features of ocean, otherwise relief of ocean also. We have to know that how the oceans are there. This is called as ocean. In some areas we can form like this. This is the down of oceans, that you can say that physical features, how we are seeing outside on the land. Similar thing can found in the region of inside of the ocean also. In some places we found the mountains, in some places we have the plain lands, in some places we have the low lying, others called as low areas also. Then come to that oceanic relief, otherwise called relief features of ocean. The first and foremost factor of this one was, first one is continental shelf. Continental shelf is a one which is connecting between the land to sea. So this area, it takes that 7.6% of the ocean. It comes under continental shelf only. In some oceans it is having more, in some oceans it is having that less. In some oceans it takes that 1500 to 3000 kilometers also. So continental shelf is a one which starts from the land to ocean, starting to the inside. The 7.6% of the ocean that comes under continental shelf only. The construction of seaports and this all the things were starting only. The next second one was continental slope. Shelf is a starting one. Next one is called as continental slope. It takes the 15% of the oceans or comes under second one. So to take an example, in the region of continental shelf only, the petroleum, otherwise called as natural gas, can found in the starting only. Continental slope, that's the second one. Thus it takes that 15% of the ocean is comes under continental slope, and submarines will enter from this area only. That is called as continental slope. Next one is deep sea plain. The middle of the ocean is having very lowest area, and here is we found this lowest areas and also the highest also. 76.2% of the ocean is a part of deep sea plain, or else the third one. And in the region of ocean, the last one is the lowest part of the oceans are called as trench, otherwise called as oceanic trench. trenches are else called as oceanic trenches. Take an example, highest part on the earth, that is Mount Everest. Imagine just cut the Mount Everest, take out the Mount Everest. If you dip that Mount Everest in the lowest part of the ocean, that is Mariana Trench, and that is 11,000 meters of height, means lowest portion. And if you cut the Mount Everest, if you dip into the ocean in the place of oceanic trench, that Mount Everest will go inside and we can find 2 to 3 kilometers of the distance. So that is much of lowest portions also can found in the region of oceans. So how many reliefs are having by the oceans? There are 4 relief features of the ocean. First one is continental shelf, second one is continental slope, third one is deep sea plain, the final one is oceanic trenches. So continental shelf, continental slope, deep sea plain, and also that oceanic trench. Continental shelf taken that 7.6 percentage, continental slope was taken that 15 percentage, deep sea plain was taken that 76.2 percentage. The balance one is oceanic trench, that is the lowest areas in the oceans are called as deep sea plain. Example was Mariana Trench. That is the relief features of the oceans. Now we are saying that what is the movements of water. So there are 3 movements of oceans. One is called waves and ocean currents, and the last one is tides. So there are 3 movements of the oceanic water. The first movement was waves, second movement was currents, third movement was tides. What is meant by waves? So the topic was the movements of the water. There are 3 movements of the water in the oceans. One is waves, currents, and the tides. Waves means rising and falling of water and the ocean is called as waves. So what is meant by waves? Rising and falling of water in the oceans are called as waves. Why these waves are coming that? So waves are coming because the winds are scraps. Means winds comes very fast and reaches and falls on the water. For example, take this is a wind which comes very fast and the pressure of the wind falls on the water. Because of the pressure of the wind, this water can be rise and fall. So they can say that winds scraps the water. Because of scrapping the water, these are the water rises and falls. These are called as winds. Come to that oceanic currents. Currents means waters are moving between one place to other places through gaps. We know that in the oceans means the extension of water body. It's separate between one continent to other continent. Then this water is traveling between one place to other places through the gaps are called as oceanic currents. These oceanic currents are having the 2 types. That is warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents. So what is meant by warm ocean currents and what is meant by cold ocean currents? See, this is called as a globe, and here we have the equator. We know that near the equator we have always high temperatures, and here we have the poles, and poles are having the cold temperatures. So the water is moving from equator to the poles. These are called as warm ocean currents. If the water comes from the poles to equator, these are called as that cold ocean currents. So one more time, what is meant by oceanic currents? Oceanic currents definition means movements of water between one place to other place are called as oceanic currents. Oceanic currents are two types. One is warm currents, one is cold currents. Warm current starts from equator and it flows towards to the polar side. Because of this one, the poles are having the ice, that ice are going to be melt. That is called as warm current. The cold current means the water moves from poles to equator side. This is called as cold currents. Because of this, the other side, the temperature is going to be less. Clear or not? Next one is tides. Tides means rhythmic. A rhythmic movement of water between one area to other area. That is called as rhythmic. Water movement from high and the low is called as tides. The tides is also two types. One is called low tide, one is called high tide. If the water goes very high, because in every place we cannot say that the tide goes to that 100 feet, 200 feet like that. But in some areas the water goes very high and the low, that is called as high tide and also the low tides. And there are this, if the high tide is there, if the high tide is there, then the water takes long distance to the coast. It takes much distance to the coast. Means coastal area. Low tides, it takes the water back to the oceans. So two types of tides. One is called high tide and one is called low tide. High tide takes more coastal area, it occupies more coastal area. Low tide takes more to the ocean side. So two types of oceans, three types of movement of water in the oceans. One is called waves, second one is oceanic currents, third one is a tide. Waves means movement, that's rising and falling of water because of the wind, that is called a waves. Ocean currents means movement of water between one place to other places through gaps is called as ocean currents. This one is having a two types, warm currents and cold currents. Water moves from equator to poles is called a warm currents. Water moves from poles to equator is called as cold currents. Tides means rhythmic movement of water rising and falling in the oceans. These tides are very high and the low. If the tide is very high, it is called high tide. If the tide is low, it is called as low tide. If the high tide comes, it takes much area of the coast. If it is low tide, it takes the water backside. Now come in your lesson the part 2, that is fishing. Second portion is called as fishing. So one of the village, I'm going to give you some brief description. Bonapadu is a village that you can find in the region of Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh. Here they gave that different type of examples of the people. So I will explain this complete lesson based upon one example. Name of the person was Appalakonda. And other name is called as Dhanamma. Next name is called as Tatarao. See this. Here in this lesson, Appalakonda is a fisherman. Dhanamma, she is the wife of Appalakonda. Tatarao is the owner of boat. Here, in early morning at 4 o'clock, the Appalakonda wake up at 4 o'clock, Appalakonda wake up, and Dhanamma given a rice grill. In Telugu we are saying that ganchi. So Dhanamma giving Appalakonda to the rice grill because he's a wife, and Appalakonda gone to the seaport. There are 20 members are waiting along with Tata Rao because they want to go to that fishing for catching the fishes. So the reason is all members they are going to the catching fishes along with the Tata Rao also, because Tata Rao is a one person. He was taken that boat and he don't have the financial support. For buying that one boat, he required 6 lakhs rupees, and that 6 lakhs he was taken from the private investor. And with this 6 lakh, and also with every day, he required that 5,000 rupees for traveling into the ocean for catches the fishes. So everyone in the leading by Tata Rao, 20 members and also Tata Rao, they gone to the ocean. Before of going into the ocean, they will check that is the diesel is sufficient, is the rope of boat is good, and everything will check, and they will travel to the long distance, and they will try to catch the fishes. But the Tata Rao invested 6 lakhs rupees, he don't have the money, and he was taken that money from the private investor, and he brought that boat from the Odisha, Marapadu. So Marakonda is one of the famous place that you can find in the Odisha. They're selling the boats. Then he brought that, and with the 5,000 rupees also he was taken from other members, because bank will not give the loan because Tata Rao is not having that property. And this is the position of Appalakonda. They gone to the ocean. They will start from the fishing at 4 o'clock. Some of the time they will come at 1 o'clock. Some days they will come at 3 o'clock. Sometimes they will come after 8 o'clock also in the night. And if they will get a good fishes and the more fishes, they are very happy because they also will get the good wages. Once if they will get a good fishes, means more fishes, they will be struggle for the long days. And Dhanamma is a one. After that, she'll go to the house, she'll go to the outside for doing the domestic works. She's also working in the salt pans, in the sense Uppu Tachayatam. There's a salt preparation there. She's also working, and she's also waiting for her husband to call, because they feel that it's a fishing in the ocean is very dangerous job. So Dhanamma is always worried when Appalakonda is going into the ocean. So the reason she's waiting for her call, and after the call she's very happy, she's doing all the work and she's waiting for her husband. And when the teachers are going to write this lesson, they found that very good fishes. The fish is called para, that is called para, and with this they will get good money also. So one more time. Tata Rao is a one person taking that money from the other members and taking the boats, and every day he will take that money from the middleman. With this money also they will take all the expenditures. So before going into the ocean, they will check the food, they will check the diesel, and they will check the rope, how the if they want to go into the ocean. And the Tata Rao also will sell these fishes to the middleman, and the middleman will fix the price, because Tata Rao was taking money from the middleman because he don't have that money. So the reason the middleman only will fix the price of the fishes, then the Tata Rao is not getting the benefit and Appalakonda will not get the benefit. The middle people or middlemen, the brokers will get the more benefit. This is the one of the concept. And also the middlemen, and also there are some of the businessmen, they will segregate the fishes by catching the fishes based upon the size, based upon the types. After segregation, these fishes they'll sell in the local market, and sometimes if they have the very good fishes, and they will send to that West Bengal, Odisha, even Kerala, even Tamil Nadu, even that Karnataka. even that Telangana also. So that is the one, the international fishing business is also possible to the people like Tatarao and Appalkonda. They are working very hard. There are two types of boats. First, you have to know that how they are catching that. Two types of boat. One is called as Karatappa. Karatappa is a small boat, and they can be catch the fishes only for up to the 5 kilometers distance only. If they want to catch a small fishes, they can use the Karatappa. And there are some of the people of this village also, they have the Karatappa, means a small boat. By using the Karatappa also they will catch the fishes. But other one is called as it is called mechanical boat or Maratappa. Maratappa is called as big boat. Karatappa is called as small boat. That means Karapadava, Marapadava. Karapadava is small one, Marapadava is big one. Marapadava is called as mechanical boat. So the people, those who want to catch the more fishes, they can use that Marapadava and they will go to the long distance for catching the fishes into the oceans. And after Appalkonda is coming back to the home, they have the work, that is by using their technical or traditional items, they will repair their nets, because when they are going to catch the fishes, the net is going to be spoiled and the net is also very high cost, and the people, they will repair themselves only way they spoil the net also by using the nets. That you can find in your textbook. There are some pictures how the Appalakonda is repaired. These are the plastic, woolen and fiber. By using that, they prepare the nets. These are the tools which they are using for repairing the nets. These are all the things. And also this net cost is also very high. The kilo net will be that more than 200-300 rupees, and very high and high costly also they will use that. And the people of this area, there are only a few people, they have the agriculture. Even they don't have that more land. Maximum people, they are depending upon the fishing. Only a few people, they are depending upon the agriculture. Even drinking water is very problem in this area, because they have to go for long distance, because near of the village, if they will dig the 8 to 15 feet only, they will get the water, and that water is a very salt water. For the reason, the people, those who want the fresh water, they have to travel for more than 2 to 3 kilometers distance for drinking water also. So the reason government is also making such different type of projects, and with the projects they are providing the fresh and also the good drinking water to the people of fishermen. And also the here social life, people, they have some different type of festivals, and they pray to the Gangamma and Gauri Mata and also that Shiva. And there are some people, they will be with that some different type of things, with the hands also tattoo, with their hands also. Some of the people, they will be go with the Gangamma statue and also that their Shiva tattoo also. And what is the entertainment of these people? Entertainment of these people was Burakatha, Harikatha and recording dance. These are some different type of entertainment of these people. One more time I will revise. First, we know we started today what is oceans, how much area covers with the water, and also that types of how many oceans we have that. Next, we studied that relief of oceans, and next movements of water in three, that's the waves, tides and the currents. Next, we learned that the fishing and how the people is going to fishing in the oceans, like Appalkonda, Danama positions and Appalkonda position and Tatarao positions, and their problems. Even they don't have the proper agriculture. There are some people, they are going with the animal husbandry, that is called as buffaloes rearing and cows rearing also. These members social life also we studied. Thus praying of Gauri Mata, and Gauri Purnima is one of the festival which they are celebrating very high manner. And also they also will make some different type of tattoos on their hands, God's tattoos and their parents' names tattoos and everything. This members entertainment program was Burakatha, Harikatha, and also the recording dance. Thank you, my dear children. Have a nice day.